Opportunity, I'll informing the class about the political system in Indonesia, specifically in legislature part. Here's the thing that I would like to discuss with all of you guys. The first, general things about democracy. Second, the legislature institutions. Third, the relation between democracy and legislature. 4. Direct and representative democracy. 5. Indonesia government system. And last, legislative institutions in Indonesia. With me, Sabrina Hidayat with number metric 275900, and I'm going to sharing Indonesia political system in the term of legislature. A lot of people was wondering about what is democracy. Well, I'm here and I'm already have a lot of answer for this kind of questions. And yeah, let's check it out. Who doesn't know Abraham Lincoln? He's the former president of the 16th United States of America. And he simply said that democracy is something that comes from people, for people, by people. This is very clear that democracy involves the voices of the people in its country, right? Or we can simply say that democracy is a social political system of self-government with government powers that regulate laws and customs to protect individual rights of citizens. This highlighted the word is very important because that is the relation between government and citizens. It is government who make the law for people in the country. Not only that, but citizens can also involve in the law regulation by sharing their thoughts. And yeah, another way to taking part as a citizens in the democracy country is that we as a citizens also take part in the election and choosing the candidate that we believe in. Also, there are a lot of type of democracy. And just for information, democracy can be different with each of the country. It is flexible thing that following the custom and the tradition of the country itself. And there are a lot of examples, such as constitutional democracy like USA, Soviet democracy like in the Soviets, and so on. Okay, next I'm going to tell you about the differences between direct democracy and representative democracy. Well, I'm taking this example because I think it has a kind of relation between democracy and legislature institution. So here's the differences between direct and representative democracy. Direct democracy is for the people who straightly vote for the rules, while representative democracy is people vote for a representative, like we can say a legislature institution, and then the legislative institution will combine, people's mind and people's thought, and then they will make laws and the rules. After we talk about democracy, moving on to the second question about what is actual legislature. Here, I would like to present you guys about what is legislature and its relation between democracy and legislature institutions. Legislature itself is a government deliberative body with the power to making laws. The legislature is known by several names, like the Congress and National Assembly. In the parliamentary system, the legislature is the highest body and they will appoint the executive. And here's the relation between democracy and legislature. As you can see in the type of democracies which is representative democracy, it says that people elect representatives to make laws and policies. This representative means the member or organizations of legislature institutions. And then after we talk about democracy and legislature, we're moving on to the Indonesian state's government systems. At the very top left, you will see the Indonesian flag with the colors red and white. And then on the right side is the Indonesia state symbol called Burung Garuda or Garuda bird with the pictures of Indonesian ideologies called Pancasila in the middle of Burung Garuda. And then finally at the bottom there is the use of language in Indonesia, namely Bahasa Indonesia. And its famous dictionary called Kamus Besar Bahasa Indonesia or Indonesia Great Big Dictionary. After we talk about Indonesia flag, symbols, and language, I will straightly tell you about Indonesia government type. Well, Indonesia itself is a republic country with a constitutional republican form of government that is also accompanied by a democratic government system and a presidential system. This is very important for you if you want to learn about Indonesian politics and Indonesia government systems. Next, I'm going to talk about Indonesia government separation power. Indonesia is a trias political country, which means the separation of power that divided into three. There are executive, legislative, and the judiciary. In Indonesia, executive include president, vice president, and the ministers. Then the legislative include MPR, DPR, DPD, and DPRD. While the last, judiciary, which is include MA, MK, and KY. Moving on to the next question, the fourth question. Legislative institutions in Indonesia.